If you've got a Jeep JL and for some reason you didn't get the LED package when you bought it, maybe you bought a Sport, a Sahara, and you just didn't get that, we've been hard at work figuring out the best LED options for it. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make your taillights look like they came with LEDs from the factory. So let's get started. So we got our Jeep pulled in the shop now. The first step is to open the rear door, open the hatch up. We're going to be working in here, pulling the tail light out. And you're going to see there's a little access panel back here. So just reach in here. You can use any flat tool, flat screwdriver, anything like that. And just pop this little cover off, set it off to the side. Now, at this point, you need a T40 Torx bit. And what you're going to do is reach inside here, and there's actually a plastic bolt, if you will, that you're going to loosen up. Comes out just like so, and if you can believe it, this little guy is all that holds your taillight in. Now set that to the side, and from the back of the Jeep here, just pull the taillight toward you. Pops out just like that, and unclip your factory wire harness. Now this little red tab has to be pulled toward you in order to unclip properly. Press in on it, and just pull the two sections apart like so. So to get at the taillight bulb, you actually need to pull this little bracket off here. There's 3 Phillips screws to remove. First one's right here. And then these 2 on the side right here. Now, all you have to do is pull this off, set it off to the side. So now that we got the bracket off, we can go ahead and pop this socket out for the bulb itself, pull the bulb out. And here's what we're going to be installing today. This is the Armor Series LED tail and turn signal in the rear of the Jeep JL Wrangler. It's made by GTR Lighting. It's one of the best selling bulbs that we've ever had. Honestly, it looks cool, it looks mean, it's got this cool design going on. And these things are just silly bright compared to the stock bulbs in the back of this Jeep. So we're going to set this off to the side. And here's the most important part of an LED bulb, in my opinion, because I've had to fish a couple of them out of a taillight before. Listen to this. These things click in, they stay in, they're not going to wiggle out. If you're going down a trail, you're bouncing down a dirt road, the last thing you want is a cheap bulb to wiggle out and fall off inside one of these. It sucks. It's hard to get taken care of. So something that locks in place is really important. Turn that counterclockwise. Now, you might have already seen our reverse light video for these Jeep JL Wranglers. And if you haven't, I'm just going to run you through the best upgrade on the market today for your reverse light. This is what it looks like from the factory. Pop it out. And here's the 1000 lumen reverse light from GTR Lighting. Now, like I said, this is the brightest bulb on the market today for your reverse light. We actually felt it was so important for this Jeep Wrangler that we did a video only on the reverse light bulb on the rear of this thing. It deserved it. It is well worth it. We took this out on a trail a few weeks ago and just could not believe the before and after difference. Install super simple. Pops right in just like so. And then you just connect these like this. Pop the plug in, and now we can put our bracket back down. Put it back on, let it click into place. Now, the only thing that you have left to do for this install is you need to install the GTR Lighting resistors that are supplied with the kit. And the reason you need to do that is this LED bulb that was in your turn signal in the rear pulls a certain amount of power, and if you just put a LED bulb from GTR Lighting or any other company in there, these pull so much less power, they're so much more efficient that the vehicle will actually think that a bulb's burned out. You'll get a warning in the dash, and you might even get a hyper flash, and it's really annoying. One really easy way to fix that is with the supplied resistors. You can do the T-taps, you can solder it like I'm about to do, however you want to do it. The wires that I'm connecting to here are the turn signal wire and the ground. And I highly recommend that you do your own testing. In this case, I've tested it already, and I've discovered the wires are green and purple. That's what I'm connecting to today. That's subject to change. It depends on the model year of your vehicle. We've seen them change every year. On different vehicles, the last thing you want to do is hook up to the wrong wires and have to tear back into this. So take a multimeter, a test light. We just shot a half-hour long video on how to do all of that. So if you have any questions at all on how to use a multimeter, how to use a test light to test turn signal wires, check that video out. We'll help you out. So I'm going to take this automatic stripping tool here. With those two wires stripped back, I can take my resistor, pull these little ends off here. And all there is to this, there's two wires coming off the resistor. We just strip back two wires. You take one wire coming from the resistor, connect it to either your turn signal or ground wire, take the other wire from the resistor, and go to the opposite wire. It's that simple. It's quick and easy, nothing to it. Now I'm just going to throw some tape on there and keep these connections nice and secure, keep them from touching each other, touching anything on the vehicle, and we're just about done. So now we can finally take the taillight back to our vehicle, and what I do is I plug this back in, lock this back in, and then mount your resistor to this metal brace right here. And I drill the hole already. It's just a little bit easier than like trying to balance everything and drill the hole. You can let this just sit down here while you drill it, and it'll kind of give you an idea of how much length you've got. I just put it right there. Perfect. So with the taillight reinstalled in the Jeep, hop in the driver's seat, make sure everything works properly, make sure your turn signal comes on without any difficulty, make sure your reverse light works, and if it does, take it out and enjoy it. And if you need anything else for your Jeep at all, headlights, fog lights, tail lights, anything like that, stop by headlightrevolution.com. We'd be happy to help you guys out. Thanks for watching.